time ago.
There's an explanation to the perverted lines, but you'll have to talk to me after. But who'd have thought, Garvey? I told him to come tonight to hear that verse. I'll send it to him. Anyway, we want to acknowledge Tim Chaapel because John and I wrote these songs, and you would think that we would remember him, but I've got hard copy here. John's got it on his iPad. Tim's watching a ball game over there.
Right, the NFL opens tonight.
Yeah. But anyway, my point is, even though we've written these songs, some of them we know pretty well, some of them we've done over the years, many of them we have not done over the years, and Tim has never done them. He's done a couple.
I haven't done some of the ones they're doing tonight.
He had to do some real fast work, and in his business right now, the schools are getting their band instruments back, and they want him to fix everything, clean everything. He doesn't have much time to do it, but he's getting it done.
I'm fixing 2 saxophones on break, so excuse me if I don't talk
to you. Tim was down to see us in Florida this past winter, and we had some jobs, and we were getting ready to play, and I got my fiddle out, and he took a look at it. He said, "Oh my God, there's a problem here with the neck, with the fingerboard. The fingerboard was all, moved." And so he said, "Let me see that." So he's messing with it a little bit, and he just barely moves it, and it pops off. And we were supposed to play in like.
Remember, I said I'm still changing my diapers. I was that day. I'm going. I just hand it back to him. Go.
Here you go. Good luck.
No, he did. The cool thing was he did a great repair on it, right on the spot. And he was, he said, I had an old bridge, fiddle bridge that he took and he broke it up and used it as a shim. Put the other one, glued it in. I'll show it to you a little later.
Remember that show, MacGyver? All right, I need give me a toothpick, a Q-tip, a paper clip.
Well, one of the cool things is the song that John's about to sing for you now is we recorded, and John's nephew did the bass on it, and he's a Philharmonic.
He's a classical bass player, but it's not quite as good as what Tim will do for you.
The bowing. It has the bowing in it, and but the cool thing is Tim is able to get pretty close on that without the bow.
Well, yeah. Let me tell you, it was 2 years ago. We're down at the Bristol Valley Theater, and John's introducing the song, and I've met it's your nephew, right?
Right.
And I've met him once, and he's phenomenal bass player, and so John's going in. I wrote this tune, and my nephew recorded the upright bass part to it, and in fact, and I didn't know he's in the audience tonight. And I'm going, what?
It's very daunting. That's true.
No problem, John. I'd just like to introduce my friend James Taylor's in the audience tonight.
That's our Tweety Bird.
So in January of 1977. Keith and John and I had this job in East Syracuse at a ground round, and it was a funny room. There was 2 rooms, and I was sort of facing one room, and Garv was facing the other, and Keith had a 8x8 post in front of him. And we played every Friday and Saturday. It was a 5-weekend month, so we played 10 times, and at a busy time. For those of you who are elementary teachers know that the mid-year, report cards had to be out, and it was unbelievably busy. And then one of the Saturdays, a friend of ours was getting married, and so we came back to Penn Yan and played in the afternoon at this wedding. Drove back to East Syracuse, set the stuff back up again, and played. At the end of that month, oh man, I was toast. And that's when I wrote this song. It's ready, Tim? be alone. I don't know why, I don't know why. Sometimes for an hour or a day, it is for me a better way. Just to sit by the fire and crackle and warm, while the storm in the tree coming down from the north, it presents for a contrasting scenery of sorts. And there's nothing more that I need to put forth. I'm a loner, it seems, so is everyone else, though there's no sense in feeling alone. No two snowflakes that fall are ever the same, and the heart, so it seems, can get dry as a bone. There are methods for dealing with life as it is. Some folks think, some folks drink, some folks like to get stoned. But when clear days seem cloudy and my love's not at home, just give me some time all alone. All alone. Days don't seem cloudy, the night's not so cold. The mood that was hanging from dusty and old. All alone. Now I can't remember what was bringing me down. Look at those snowflakes out dancing around. All alone. All alone. Finish. Listen to some music, I can read from a book, go into the kitchen and pretend I can cook. All alone, my wife is laughing because it's silly. Minutes to hours, and hours to days, months into years, how time passes.